Hello, my name is Meg Madonis, and welcome to my lesson on the correct use of the pronouns me and I. This lesson will teach you how to correctly use me and I in a sentence. Why is this important? It's important to speak correct English. In addition to that, the TABE, CASAS, and GED tests all have questions about English grammar, and one of the 5 tests for the GED is a written essay. First, let's review. A pronoun takes the place of a noun. For instance, in the first sentence, who could you be? You could be Miss Laney. The pronoun you could take the place of the noun Miss Laney. The sentences could read, Ms. Laney and me walk, or Ms. Laney and I walk. We have 2 choices with these 2 sentences. You and me walk, or you and I walk. Which one is correct? How can we figure it out? This is a simple way to find out. When you have 2 pronouns or a noun and a pronoun in a sentence like this, drop the other noun for a moment. Then you can see which sentence is correct. These sentences are a little bit different, but we still have a decision to make as to which pronoun to use. These sentences are comparisons and are actually missing words. If these sentences are completely written out, it will help show you which pronoun to use. Let's do that. The second sentence would read, if you wrote it out completely, he teaches more than I teach. It would not be correct to say what the first sentence says, he teaches more than me teach. Let's practice what we just learned. Let's look at these sentences and figure out which pronoun is correct using these 2 strategies we just learned. We have 2 pairs of sentences. The first pair has the noun-pronoun pair. What do we do to figure out which one is right? We will read the first one and take out Smith. The teacher gave the eraser to I. Now let's read the second without Smith. The teacher gave the eraser to me, which is correct. That's right, the second one. The teacher gave the eraser to Smith and me. Now on to the second pair. These are sentences where 2 people are being compared. We need to complete the sentence to figure out which pronoun is correct. Let's do it. Smith is taller than I am, or Smith is taller than me am. Yes, the first sentence is correct. Smith is taller than I. To review, if you're unsure as to which pronoun to use in a sentence, there are 2 strategies to remember. One is to take out the noun and look at the sentence and read it out loud, without the noun. For example, he gave the pencils to Contreras and I. Take Contreras out of the sentence and say, he gave the pencils to I. Does that sound right? No. It should say, he gave the pencils to Contreras and me. The other type of sentence, the comparison sentence, needs a different strategy. For that, you complete the sentence and complete the comparison. So, for instance, he is as tall as me is not correct, because if you complete the sentence, you would say, he is as tall as me is tall. Therefore, the correct sentence would read, he is as tall as I. If you finish that comparison, it would say, he is as tall as I am. This is an important lesson to remember. Using the pronouns I and me correctly in a sentence will help you to do better on the TABE, CASAS, GED, and the GED essay test.